To Patrick, how dare you make me feel emotions for a guy named Josh Booty? But I did. It's a downer story. I mean, congrats to the guy for his accomplishments, but man. As for you, Patrick, I have nothing but utmost faith that whatever you decide to go with, you'll find a way to make it work. You're incredibly smart and creative, and I totally agree that you just need to go with what makes you happy. Anyways, I'm going to prompt you the same way you prompted me. Some video ideas I've been ruminating on are discussing the weird and wonderful plant category known as epiphytes, evaluating my cat for generalized anxiety disorder according to the DSM-5 guidelines, the stem stitch versus the back stitch, which one is superior. Those are a few lesser formed ideas, but I've also toyed around with the idea of analyzing the forensic elements in the Ace Attorney games. We could also get into the Nonary games debate. It's a terrible game series and it's really bad and you're stupid. I also think talking about the bass part for the musical 1776, yes, that 1776, the one that we saw together that had the song The Egg in it. Its bass part, so good. I think that could be super fun. But I think for today, I'm going to get vulnerable and personal as well and talk about my mom. Let me make one thing clear. I do not have mommy issues. I love my mother very much. My mom is an actress, and much of my childhood was shaped by her being an actress. Most of my days were spent with her being a mom, but at night, my mom transformed into an actress. Sometimes that acting world and that mom role collided, but they usually stayed separate, at least when I was younger. But as I got older, I really got to see her in her superhero costume. And honestly, it really helped me see my mom as who she was. A confident, intelligent woman, not confined to the role of housewife. Not that being a housewife is wrong by any standards. It's just more than what my mom is. Of course, being a child of an actor is not all it's cracked up to be. I got some pretty unique experiences out of it. Weird occurrences that only happen when your mother is an actress. Cast parties. Picture this. You are 8 years old and trying to go to sleep to be prepared for a day of 3rd grade. It is the night of a cast party that your mother has decided to host at your house. As you are trying to go to sleep, you hear theater people who are already loud downstairs getting drunk. And when you go downstairs to ask politely for them to be quiet, the adults all find you hilarious and your mother will apologize before introducing you to all of her adult friends. This happens approximately 3 times a year for the rest of your life. Distractions. You are unable to go anywhere with your mom without someone she knows seeing her and talking to her for hours. You think it's bad with your mom? Try it with mine. Her name has been redacted for legal purposes. Going to the store? Oh my God, is that Basil's mom? Remember me from God of Carnage? Going to the park? Basil's mom! I was the sound director for Imaginary Jesus. Walking in the woods, isolated from anybody else on a Sunday morning. Is that Basil's mom, star of Pride and Prejudice? Every outing with your mother will take approximately 30 minutes longer. Also, insert the, "Wow, I remember when you were this big" comment here. Every time. Adult friends. You get an eclectic collection of aunts and uncles and know way more adults than you do people your own age. This won't harm you developmentally, not at all. You are also taken to many happy hours before you know what a happy hour is. You also get very good at talking to adults since 90% of cast gatherings are only adults. The best part of this is the rush of euphoria you get when you're at school and the teachers introduce that they're bringing in a special guest, and guess what? It's one of your mom's actor friends. Instant clout. Yes. And just kidding, no one cares. Watching your mother act. No matter how excellent an actress your mother is, and if you're me, she's a very good actress. An element of her being your mother will always be present in her roles. This is best seen in shows when your mother plays a mom, because so much of her natural momness gets to be incorporated into her character. It's like she's making a bunch of mom inside jokes specifically for you. On the other hand, there are some weird things that happen when you see your mom in a show. Example 1. Seeing other children refer to your mom as their mom never gets any less weird. Imagine this, you're meeting your mom, you're telling her, wow, Mom, you did such a good job on stage, and she's like, oh, thank you so much, honey. And then a bunch of her little stage kids run up to her, and they're like, Mom, and they hug her. And she's like, ah, ha, ha, these are my stage kids. And you're just standing there like, example 2. Seeing your mother kiss someone who is not your father on stage never gets any less weird. And no, it did not help prepare me for my parents' impending divorce. Example 3. Seeing your mother die on stage is weird, especially when you're young and you haven't quite grasped the fact that one day everybody dies, including your parents, and you get to see your mother die on stage. Tasks your mother expects of you. Along with your regular chores, your mother will inevitably ask you to help her with theater stuff. You are your mother's little line helper. Expect to read lines with her. You better hope that your reading level is above that of kids your age, otherwise you'll never get through it. Being in theater yourself, directors will always start auditions with, oh, I know your mother, which can either go in your favor or not. If your mother's a great actress, then you have the pressure to live up to her expectations. Or they'll give you the benefit of the doubt if you mess up during your auditions. Once again, there's that instant clout from knowing directors, stage combat specialists, musicians, actors, etc. Although this time, the clout is real. In every show you will be in, chances are that you will know at least one adult involved in the production team personally. One of the acting theater adults will have seen you as a toddler. Also, instant audition help. If you ever need to learn a monologue, an accent, memorize sides, your mom will be there for you. Miscellaneous. When you tell people your mother is an actress, they'll get really excited and then ask if she's ever been in any movies, if she's gone to Hollywood, if she's been on Broadway. When you tell them, no, she's a local actress, they'll still be excited, but significantly less so. Watching their faces fall just a little bit is always kind of fun. Your friends will text you every single time they see your mom in a commercial. Every single time. By the time you reach adulthood, you will have seen more plays than most other people your age. So keep this in mind anytime you want to make a reference to the glass menagerie in front of non-theater people. Referring to your friends' hookups as their gentleman callers will only be funny to you. Overall, I'm really happy that I got to be raised by an actress. I feel like I got a lot out of that upbringing. A love of stories, creativity, a community I could find early on. Plus, I got to know what gay people were way before a bunch of other people my age. This is starting to sound like a college supplement essay, so I'm going to stop here. If there are any other children of actors watching, please let us know. Maybe we can make a support group, talk about our experiences. Anyways, Patrick, that was me being vulnerable, so why don't you make the next round of videos lighter?